I don't know how to talk about this without it being super gross and way too personal. Hey loves, Tony here. I am fresh-faced and super excited to get a little bit more personal with you guys. Quick story, I am going on a trip. I actually leave tomorrow, and to prep for that trip, I wanted to do something for myself, for my body, to just make me feel a little bit more comfortable. I've been traveling a lot more and it's a big stressor on my body. I eat like crap, I don't drink enough water, I don't sleep well enough, so I wanted to do something before the trip to make sure that I still felt somewhat normal during and after the trip. And it ended up being absolute perfect timing because shortly after I had that thought, I got an email from my new friends at Teami. Now, Teami is a company that focuses on having a healthier lifestyle by mixing teas, herbal ingredients, natural ingredients to help you get better from the inside out. Specifically, I got to try out their 30-day cleanse. Now, the 30-day cleanse includes the skinny tea, which you drink in the morning before your breakfast, and then also the colon tea, which you drink every other night, and you drink it right before you go to sleep. Now, like pretty much everybody else, I was a little bit skeptical. As an avid Instagram user, I have been seeing ads for skinny teas, for colon teas, all that kind of stuff for years, honestly, and I'm always a little bit wary about just putting stuff that I know nothing about in my body. So I did a little bit more research. I went onto the Teami website and got a better idea of what this product actually does. I have an entire list here, but some of the things that Teami says that their 30-day cleanse does is improve gut health, improve sleep, boost your natural energy, reduce bloating, eliminate acne and clogged pores, suppress cravings, and be a source for natural caffeine. And as an avid coffee drinker, anything that I can drink instead of coffee to get some caffeine in me is something that I'm definitely going to be interested in. So I said, okay, Teami, let's do it. So they sent me over their product. So again, they sent me the skinny tea, which is more than enough for the 30 days. Like I've still got some that's in a plastic bag in my cupboard. They sent me the colon tea. You get 15 bags in here. So one for each night that you're meant to have it during the cleanse. And then I also got this tumbler. It's a little over 13 ounces. So like I said, I was a little bit nervous to get started, but I did jump right into it. Here's a bit of footage of my journey. Hey babes, and good morning. Tony here. It's day one of my Teami cleanse. I'm starting out with Teami Skinny. That's the only one that you take on day one. So I'm gonna put that in my tumbler and I'm hoping it tastes okay. I went down this rabbit hole of YouTube videos this morning, just kind of checking out this tea and seeing what people thought of it. Tea drinkers said it tastes fine. It tastes like tea. It tastes like leaves. And people who obviously were not tea drinkers were like, it tastes kind of earthy. They put honey in it or something like that. So I'm going to try it without anything in it and see how it goes. The instructions called to steep about a teaspoon of tea for just a couple minutes, which I did, let it cool down a little bit, tasted it. It does taste a lot like green tea, which I love, so I didn't put anything in it. I liked it overall, and I think next time I'll put some ice cubes in it. All right, so it's day two. It's the evening. It's a little after 9. I'm going to be going to bed soon, and that means that I have to do the colon tea, which I did everything that they tell you not to do, which is I went online and researched all the ingredients in this tea, and the very first one is one that is like a natural laxative, so a little bit concerned, and also concerned that this tea says it has like natural caffeine in it, which I'm like, it's 9:30, I'm about to go to bed, do I need to be concerned about caffeine? So besides maybe spending the night in the bathroom and not getting any sleep, those are my main concerns right now, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna try this tea out
and go. So, how is it?
You know, it's really not bad. It just tastes like tea. It kind of tastes the same as the one I had this morning, the skinny tea.
Okay. Is it like sweet, bitter?
Nothing. I didn't put anything in it. It says you can put like honey in it and stuff, but I didn't put anything in it. And it just, I don't know. It just tastes like tea. It kind of tastes like green tea, just like kind of earthy.
Okay.
Like, just like leaves, I guess. I don't know. It's all right.
Do you think you could drink a whole cupful?
Yeah, I'm going to finish it for sure. The biggest concern, of course, is like what it's going to do to me this evening. Fingers crossed.
Yikes. Yikes.
It's okay so far.
All right.
So far, so good. So, hello and good morning. Welcome to the morning. So I took my colon tea last night and I just wanted to do a quick check-in and let you know kind of how it went. And actually I feel completely fine. I didn't have any issues last night, which I'm really grateful for. I listened to some horror stories about people who, you know, the caffeine kept them up all night or they were in the bathroom all night. And I thankfully did not have any of those problems. I will say that there was a basketball game on last night, and usually by the time I go up to bed around 10 o'clock, I am dog tired, so tired from the day. But I actually stayed up until about 11:30, I think, when the game was over. But the minute the game was over and I put my head on the pillow, I was like out like a light. No problems at all. Now I did only steep my tea for about a minute, so that might have something to do with it. I don't know. I'll probably steep it a little bit longer next time. It says you can steep it anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. So we'll see, but no problems. Thank goodness. I've got my morning tea, my skinny tea for the morning. Usually what I've been doing lately is I'll make the tea in here, and then for my first cup, I'll pour it into a coffee mug and drink it out of there, just so I'm not over steeping these leaves, and then I'll save them. And for my second cup of the day, which I usually have right before lunch, I'll make it in here and leave it in here. So I'm gonna go pour this in a coffee mug, drink my tea for today, and I'll check back in after I do the colon tea next time. Hey loves, okay, so we are at the halfway mark on our cleanse, and I have to say, I feel amazing. Like, I feel fantastic. One of the main things that I've noticed about this cleanse is just kind of, it's a lifestyle change, and it's really kind of what you put into it is what you get out of it. So the Teami team put together all of these really great videos, and I'll link to those down in the description, about like different types of food that you should eat, drinking more water, exercising, all those things that we're told to do anyway. But I'm like, if I'm gonna do this cleanse and really get the most out of it, I'm gonna try and do those things too. So like, I drink 2 of these a day, a whole gallon of water. I'm working out probably like 4 or 5 times a week. I'm eating a little bit better, lots more greens and stuff, and also sticking to the Teami cleanse schedule. So I'm drinking my tea in the morning. I usually will like pour the water in, make the tea, and then pour from the actual tumbler into another cup, put some ice in it, and that'll be like my first cup, just so I can get it down a little bit faster. And then I'll use the leftover leaves and make a second cup of tea that I'll kind of sip on throughout the day until I get to about lunchtime. And I found that it's really easy for me to keep up with that. Usually I'm a morning coffee person. I have not had 1 cup of coffee at home while I was on this cleanse. I have gotten all of my caffeine, all of my morning satiation to get me ready for the day from my Teami tea. And I'm really surprised by that. That's not something that I was expecting. That's not something that I heard about on their website or anything like that. I know that the tea does have some caffeine in it, so I'm sure that that helps. But the fact that I don't feel like I need to supplement this cleanse with coffee in the morning is, I don't know, kind of a pleasant surprise, I guess. Another really great thing that's happening right now is like my skin is so happy on this cleanse. Right before I started the cleanse, I was going through some like major bouts of acne breakouts. Like, you can still see some of the marks on my face from some of my bigger breakouts, but I have to say, for the 2 weeks basically that I've been on this cleanse, I haven't had one like major pimple on my face. I've had some little breakouts from, you know, eating sugar and all the things that you're not supposed to do, but like as far as the patchiness that I used to get with my acne and some of like the really big bumps that would pop up, no issues. And I'm somebody who didn't used to deal with acne, so when my acne flared up, I was really frustrated. I was trying a million different products, but I think the way that this cleanse is working, kind of sucking out the toxins from the inside out, is really kind of manifesting in my skin, which I'm just so happy about. You have no idea. So I'm 2 weeks in, right? And I've shared on my social media that I'm doing this cleanse, and I asked people on my Instagram to let me know what questions they have. And the main question that keeps coming up, of course, is, does the colon tea like make you poop all the time? I mean, we're friends here. You've been watching this video long enough. We could talk about what we need to talk about. One of the first ingredients is, I think, Seneca root or something like that. It's the same stuff that's in like Senecot and other like gentle laxatives. Yes, it is something that is supposed to ease the exit, if that makes any sense. And it does work, but it's not uncomfortably so. I'll say that I steeped my tea the first night just for 1 minute, drank it, had 0 issues. The next night I probably steeped it for 2 full minutes. Also didn't have any major issues. I didn't have any uncomfortable situations. And the next night I steeped for a full 3 minutes. I did have a little bit more movement, and then I did some research about how often we should be having bowel movements as healthy adults. And honestly, I'm not going to the bathroom any more than any other healthy adult is meant to. This is no reason to sound the alarm. I'm not going to be contacting my doctor anytime soon. And I feel comfortable. I feel healthy. I don't feel like I'm tied to the bathroom at all. And like I said, I've been eating a little bit better because I really want to get the most out of this cleanse. As far as like weight loss, it's only been 2 weeks. Yeah, I've dropped a couple pounds, but this is not a weight loss situation. Like, I think that's one thing to make super clear. If you want to go on a tea cleanse to lose weight, this is not it. This is not what you should be looking for. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to go over the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks in and things are going great. Today is my very last day of drinking my Teami tea, and I would say overall I had a pretty positive experience. So I'm going to go down some of the attributes that Teami promises in their product and let you know how it really affected me. So one of the things that did happen is I got amazing sleep during this 30-day period. I am definitely one of those people that stays up late. Sometimes I wake up early, but really I could stay in bed till like noon and be totally fine. So not only did I sleep well, but I feel like my natural energy levels were heightened because I would be very, very tired and super ready to go to bed right around 10 p.m. And then I woke up pretty naturally around 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Now that is not something that is common for me. I am usually forcing myself to go to bed right around 11 or 12 o'clock, and then I wake up around 8 a.m. super groggy and just annoyed with the world. So that is one positive outcome that I had from drinking this tea. In that same vein, I feel like throughout the day I had a lot more energy. Now the morning tea does have natural caffeine in it. They talk about it a lot on their website, and I was really happy about that because with drinking the morning tea, I didn't feel the need to put any kind of sweeteners, no sugar, no agave, no honey in it. In my coffee, I usually put some International Delight. So it was really nice to not have any added sugar in the morning, but still get that really good effect of having energy throughout the day. And I also didn't have any kind of crashes. Kid you not, I had 0 energy issues. I was awake, up, alert, functional first thing in the morning, but by the end of the night I was really tired and just ready to go to bed, which is exactly how it's supposed to be. Probably my absolute favorite result from being part of this cleanse is my skin. Now you have never seen me on camera without makeup because I have a lot of problems with my skin. I'm going to be completely honest, but I feel like in this last 30 days, I've had the clearest, cleanest, glowiest skin that I've had probably in my entire adult life. My skin has felt clear. It feels smooth. It's staying hydrated. Like, I just feel clean and cleared out in my skin, and that is something that I've never experienced with any other product. So I have to say that I really love that result. And then lastly, as far as positive results go, I will say that I had a lot less cravings. In the morning, I would drink my tea. About 30 to 40 minutes later, I would then have my breakfast. And I did find between drinking my tea and breakfast, and then between breakfast and lunch, I didn't have any kind of cravings. Between lunch and dinner was a little bit more challenging, but what I did, and Teami encourages you to do that, is steep my morning tea up to 3 times throughout the day. So for my first time in the morning, I would usually steep my tea in the tumbler, and then I would pour the liquid in the tumbler into a cup and drink that right before breakfast, just so I wasn't over steeping the leaves. And I would do the same thing around lunchtime, and then if I was going to have some more tea right before dinner, then I would, for the 3rd steep, just leave the liquid right here in the cup. And that way I was able to use those leaves 3 times throughout the day. Now here's some things that I was a little annoyed with, disappointed with, not looking forward to, didn't have a great experience with this whole cleanse. I am not a loose tea drinker, so the morning tea comes loose, and I put a teaspoon of tea in the morning, and you can see how much these leaves really rehydrate. And cleaning out my tumbler at the end of the night was just not my most fun thing to do because I just had these like loose tea leaves in my sink and having to deal with that. I don't know. I was just a little bit annoyed. Like, you don't have those problems when you drink tea that's in bags. If you're not a tea drinker, especially not a loose tea drinker, that's just something to keep your eye out for. It's no big deal. I was just, I don't know, annoyed by it. Another thing that I was not looking forward to was that with this tea, especially the colon tea, in the evening, that it makes you go to the bathroom. I don't know how to talk about this without it being super gross and way too personal. But overall, I would say I didn't have like explosive episodes. Like I wasn't running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. I didn't just exist in the toilet for 30 days. It wasn't that bad. One of the things that I did is I did not steep the colon tea in my tumbler. I steeped the colon tea because it comes in a bag. I just steeped it in a regular like 12-ounce cup. I didn't want to drink this much colon tea. I put a few ice cubes in it, chugged it down, I was good to go. And I will say also that I wasn't like interrupting my sleep by having to go to the bathroom. I was up, I was awake, I was alert, and I had access to a restroom throughout the day. So it wasn't this super inconvenient experience. If anything, I was moving more regularly, more at a normal pace, whereas probably before in my life I was maybe not using the bathroom as often as I was supposed to. It wasn't this super dramatic experience by any means. So if you have concerns about that, just know it's probably going to be different for everyone. There have been some videos and reviews that I watched on YouTube where some people were like, I was running to the bathroom every 5 minutes, this was so awful and it was tearing me up, it was a mess. It just wasn't like that for me. And then last but not least, and it's not really anything I was disappointed about, some people think that just because this tea is called skinny, that you're supposed to or expected to lose weight. I would say the answer to that is yes and no. So over the last 30 days, I am proud to say that I have lost 7 pounds, and I am not an avid workout person. So losing a few pounds over the course of this 30-day cleanse was really awesome for me. Even though I only lost a few pounds over this 30-day period, I did lose some inches in my midsection, and I do feel like just everything feels better. I feel better on the inside. So I would not recommend this product for people who are looking to have some kind of extreme weight loss. You are not going to lose 40, 50 pounds by drinking tea. Like, just say that out loud and tell me how ridiculous it sounds. I'm gonna lose 50 pounds by drinking tea. No, ma'am. No, you are not. That is not how it works. And Teami as a brand tells you that some things that you can do to heighten your experience when you're on this cleanse. They tell you about things to eat and what not to eat. They tell you how much water to drink. They talk a lot about just having a healthier lifestyle and how you can supplement your lifestyle with this product. You don't supplement this product with your lifestyle, okay? So overall, after this 30 days, my verdict is this cleanse was fantastic. I am especially a fan of the skinny product for how it helps me energy-wise, how it's really been a true substitute for coffee for me. I've barely had any coffee in the last 30 days. I'm really just sticking to this tea. It's cleared up my skin. I feel better from the inside. And if anything, I feel more prepared to just make better choices when I go on my trip to kind of prolong all this positive change that I'm experiencing. So if you've been interested in Teami, been looking at some of these teas that have been popping up on social media, this is definitely a product that I would recommend. I'm going to throw a code down here so you can get 15% off your purchase when you go to, I think it's teamiblends.com. But thanks so much for checking out this review, and I will see y'all next time.